Yo, what is going on, everyone, and welcome back to another YouTube video. For any of you guys that are new here, my name is Levi. And if you guys are wondering, the wrist is still wristed. It is getting better though, it's just not fully there. Still hurts in certain positions, and it hurts in a way that I really don't like. I don't think anyone would like this. It's only when like I go like this, like when I overextend this way, and yeah, it's been rough. It is what it is though. Can't control it. All we can do is just do things we can to help heal it from now on. I just hope that it's not like one of those lingering injuries that you just have for the rest of your life. You know, like some people get like a weird like shoulder pain. They're like, man, I've just had this forever. I do not want this to be forever. I could not live with it. Well, I mean, I could, but I just don't want to. So that being said, this morning, I'm still gonna go to the gym. Do really, really light weight. Just literally moving my body, getting active this morning. Not gonna try to do too much. Even if it becomes too much, I might just go to the sauna and then call it a day. But after that, yeah, I'm not gonna push it too hard. Maybe even go for a run later as well. So, I don't know, let's see what the day holds. How's those warming up? Figured out no way we're doing chest, there's no way we're doing back, there's no way we're doing shoulder press. There's absolutely nothing I can do besides lateral raises and hammer curls. So that's what we'll do today. No way I can do any push down movements, especially. Anything that really involves push movements is something I have to stay away from. I might be able to do some back, kind of see, but right now we're definitely gonna start with some shoulder stuff. Definitely not what I had in store. I thought I was gonna be able to do some light bench. Not happening today. So we'll do some shoulders, biceps, maybe some back. Finish up this workout with abs. No hanging ab raises today because I cannot put that much strain on this wrist, but I know a lot of you guys want to put out on the ab workouts, and I get it. It's not fun. It hurts, it burns. I get it. You know, being a when it comes to abs is very common, but it can make you so much more stronger and efficient in your other lifts because it helps to stabilize you in your lifts, and if your abs can take that load off of the muscle that you're using to use for that lift, it will make you stronger, it'll make you more efficient, it'll make you do the rep at just a better, I don't even know, I was gonna say like at a better speed. I guess that could help, but more so just with better form and overall achieving a better workout. So definitely be sure that you're hitting abs. I know it sucks. I do it 3 days out of the week after every workout on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that's what I do. I know it sucks, guys, I know, but just do it. That's what I'm doing, and then we're gonna wrap this workup up and call it a day. All right, so check it out. My sister made these protein cookies from Transparent Labs. This is the sheet. Maybe you guys want to copy it. They sent me it for the holidays. It just got here today, so a little late. But you know, I'm assuming that the shipping during the holidays was pretty chaotic, considering I didn't get some of my things here, and also the orders for KillBuillt went out. So there it is for you. And also, if you're gonna cook this, you need this protein powder, right, Lucy? It calls for the sugar cookie protein powder. Yeah, so it calls for this one right here. Not sure if it's limited time. I don't think it is. I think this flavor might be staying around for a little longer, but it's perfect because I need to have a protein bar. So this will be my protein bar replacement for today. I think they're pretty good. Like, she gave me it. She's like, oh, it's not like the most amazing thing, but that's not what it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be the most amazing thing. It's supposed to be good. You're supposed to get your protein in, and it's not supposed to be like, how do I word this? So bad that you can't eat it either. So it's right in there between, like, I can't think of something that's protein related to it, but on like the cookie scale of like a protein cookie, I'd give it like a solid 7.5. We have wrestling, so this would be kind of like my pre-snack. Obviously, I can't wrestle. We'll talk about that more. We get in the car and head out here in just a second. All right, clearly I can't wrestle with my wrist, right? Which means may not be able to compete in the wrestling tournament. That doesn't mean a no, that doesn't mean a yes, it just means that there's a potential that I might not, and that's fine. You know, like I mentioned in previous videos, it's not like every day I woke up thinking about it and training for it, like I did my marathon, bodybuilding show and all that, right? Not really tripping. But what I am tripping about is what I'm doing in the meantime. Kind of weird to not lift. You know, lifting is my thing, it's my mamma jamma, it's a thing that I really enjoy. Obviously I enjoy running too, so I'm gonna keep doing that, but like lifting is my first love. It was the thing that I loved first. It's the thing that I, you know, was introduced to at a super young age. Granted, like obviously like I ran when I was younger. That's probably like one of the first things I learned to do, but the concept of running and like how to actually run properly is something I didn't learn until later on. It is really weird. Don't know when I'll be back. I'm thinking maybe another week or so I'm gonna have to stick to running. It kind of, I made a joke on Instagram about it, and I was just thinking to myself, like, you know, running a marathon right now, since I can't really do anything with my wrist, I can't wrestle, I can't lift, so it's like, shoot, what if we did a little marathon, you know what I mean? But then in a previous video, I told y'all, like, I didn't plan to do any sort of training for something big, so it's like, I don't know, I think it's just weird not going and training like regular every day, you know, my typical routine and all that sucks, but I can't do anything about it. It is what it is, right?
Today we are going for a 7:30 average for 6 miles. I haven't gone this hard for a run in a very long time. I just felt like I needed it today. No specific reason other than shit, I kind of feel like going hard in the paint today. Whew. All right, that's enough talk. Ah! Oh!
Okay.
Had to take the beanie off. I was hot like a mofo. So, show y'all the standard time. 43 minutes, 18 seconds, 6.01 miles. Finished at an average pace of 7:12. In the beginning of this run, I said 7:30. This was the hardest run I have had in months. Beginning was easy. I'm like, dang, I'm moving good. Then the voices kicked in. At close to mile 3, or no, right after mile 3, voices of like,
oh, like I'm not sure if I can do a 7:30 pace. Like,
I don't know, like doubt just crept into my brain. Literally, I kid you not, I could literally catch it, and I caught it, and I'm happy I did, because if I wouldn't have caught it, subconsciously I would have slowed down, because those thoughts were communicating to me like, oh, slow down. Like it was literally communicating to the body,
Slow down, no, it's all right.
I caught it and I was like, no, we're getting rid of your, like, shut the fuck up, honestly. And excuse my profanity, but I'm pretty passionate about that, because those thoughts come from a place of not believing in yourself, and I hate that. I want to get rid of them. I want them to be quiet. I don't want them to win. So I have to get in there and go, nope, I can do it. I don't see why not. There's no reason why I can't do an average 7:30 pace when I haven't even done that in months. You know, it just comes down to faith and believing in yourself, and every one of you guys can do that. That's the reason I do hard things. What people forget is that your brain, if you stop doing hard things, it gets used to that pleasure, and all it wants to do is seek that pleasure. That's why it's important to do hard things. Go for a hard run, go for a hard workout. I don't care what it is, just do it. because your brain will get comfortable to whatever one that you constantly put into. So it depends on what environment your brain is used to being in. If it's used to being in a nice, easy, pleasurable environment, and then it's welcomed into a super hard, difficult environment, it's not going to know what to do. That's why, like, there's studies and stuff on kids who grow up in families with a lot of money, but then when they have to go live on their own, they have to go, you know, fend for themselves, they break down relatively easy because all they knew growing up was,
oh, look how easy life is, da 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 da.
And then they wake up to the reality that, oh, life isn't easy. So that's why you got to do hard things. So super solid run today. Again, 7:12. We had it for 7:30. We did it. Really quick, one more thing I kind of want to say about that run is that voice will prevail if you allow it, and it will come back if you allow it. I kind of want to focus on like the come back if you allow it, because there's a lot of times in life where we do work really, really hard and we kind of settle down, and then life kind of comes crashing on us, and then we go, oh, we got to work hard again. You kind of always want to be like working to get better. That's why I made this channel. That's why I do what I do. It's to help other people get better in their lives. It's not to, you know, just for my own fun. Like, yeah, it is fun, but like at the end of the day, like, I'm really here just to help people. And I'm letting you know right now that voice will come back. But if you keep it at a, how do I word this? It's kind of like a pet. You got to keep it in place. You got to keep it in check. You got to keep that voice in check, you know, because if you don't, it will prevail, it will get stronger, it will be wild, and it'll eat into other aspects of your life. Now, I'm not saying that, you know, that voice doesn't have a say in certain areas of my life. Like, let's just say, you know, I'm sitting down, and this has happened to me before. I'm editing, right? And I'm trying to make a really hard edit, but I'm actually exhausted, and I'm like falling asleep at my computer and stuff and whatnot, and I think like I should step away from this. You probably should, because you won't be able to do your best work right there, you know, especially if it's something where you have to do your best work. So I'm not saying that like that voice doesn't have a good side, but it doesn't have a good side when you're trying to do something hard. Does that make sense? Like, when you're doing something hard, do not let that voice like prevail, because that voice does serve a purpose, but it can't serve a purpose for you all the time. Does that make sense? Like, I'm saying, like, all the inner dialogues that we have are good for us. You just have to know when to listen to them. And I think it's just comes down to kind of being conscious about certain things. And that voice I'm talking about to you guys is the voice that doesn't like uncomfort. You got to learn to quiet that thing down. But I'm gonna go inside. I'm probably gonna take an ice bath today. My lower back's really hurting. Just from crashing. I think I may have mentioned this with snowboarding. I know, guys, the wrist, the back, everything, dude, I'm falling apart. I'm gonna do that, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. We have school now, which is pretty cool. No, it's not. At the absolute worst place in the world. No, I'm just kidding. I don't know, I don't like school that much. I always was into biology and like chemistry and physics and stuff, because I really like the hands-on part of school. I don't like the part where it's just study, 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 and then test. I like being able hands-on, work on something, work on a project, and then actually put it into place. So I always excelled at like chemistry and stuff. Kids would be like, oh, this is hard. And I'm like, how is this hard? And you guys are barely getting a C. Like, this is easy. It was always an A class for me. The things that I struggle with are just like math, dumb things like that. But it is what it is. I have one fun class this quarter, and it's leadership. And it's because we have projects that we get to work on, which is cool. So this order, I'm studying business management, which is my degree. And honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. For the best at that point. I guess it's helping me with my businesses, but at the end of the day, I don't really know how much it's helping, right? I've learned a couple things, but nothing game-changing. Most of my learning's been real-world experience, and nothing really much from school on its own. I was waist deep, and I came back to finish. First I was studying kinesiology, and then
I moved to business because I was like, I'm into business. I actually own a couple businesses, so why not just go back and study that? Kinesiology was cool. Kind of wish I didn't stop it. Maybe I could have gotten a minor in it, but it's what it is. Just doing what we can now just to get out of this place. Done. And done. We wrapped everything up that we needed to. Did a lot of reading. I like reading, but I like reading with the books that I read right now. You guys know I read a lot, but when I read school books, I'm like, it's so weird how if maybe that book was something that I choose to read, I might be interested in it, but since I didn't, I'm not interested in it, even though it's like actually pretty good material on like leadership. Really quick though, so wanted to give you guys kind of like the update with school, what's going on. So this is the winter quarter. My school goes in quarters. Next quarter is the spring quarter. After that, we are done. It's kind of like, I don't know, it's kind of weird to think about. I didn't know what I was gonna say there. I guess really my plan is right now, I'll just tell you it like post school. So ASIS Solutions, which Devin and I work on together, I'm gonna use that as my job, like my full-time job. And hopefully, you know, KillBuillt continues to grow, the YouTube, everything. Like that's where I'm really trying to get to. And hopefully like I can open a gym one day and stuff. And you know, all of the things I've talked to you guys about if you guys followed the old channel for years. It's been a long time coming. I'm kind of glad it hasn't happened yet, because looking back, I realized I had a lot of character development to go through before I even got to that big of an aspiration or that big of a accomplishment, or even was even put in that position. So glad that, you know, we're still taking the steps to get there, but we're not there yet. Hopefully we'll get there in like the next few years or so, couple years. It'll be pretty cool. Oh, I don't know. That's gonna do it for this video. I hope you guys liked this video. If you guys did, be sure to give it a like. If any of you guys are new here, do not forget to press that subscribe button, because you guys know I will be back. And as always, Dad trying to do what you love. The sky's the limit. I'll see you all in the next one.